Well, John, last year, the Children's Hospital added an extra unit thinking there would be a rush of patients. But it turned out there was an 80 to 90% drop in respiratory illnesses. And doctors here say there's a lot we can learn from that.
Empty halls at schools, masks being worn in public, all the safety to prevent COVID has in return meant less hospital stays for adults and children.
It's completely incredible.
Dr. Jay Fisher has been a pediatric emergency doctor for nearly 3 decades at UMC.
And I think the community is just now realizing how much viruses play a role in our lives.
A study prior to COVID-19 found that children fight off 20 viruses by the age of 2.
So there's respiratory syncytial virus, there's rhinovirus, there's enterovirus, there's metapneumovirus. So croup, asthma, pneumonia, all of that dramatically reduced by the change in behaviors.
There have been 0 influenza cases at the Children's Hospital this flu season. And Fisher says distance learning school has played a large role in this.
What was different this year?
If anybody got a cough or had a sniffles or had anything, they got sent home and their parents couldn't send them back to school for 14 days. They had to quarantine.
Somerset Academy Sky Point, a local charter school, has had students on campus since October.
In a normal year, you'd only send a kid home if they had a fever or if they were throwing up. We've put in some practices that are far beyond what we ever had before. Even though we always encourage kids to wash their hands, sanitize, I believe kids are more aware of illness.
Fisher said it's pretty simple. If we continue some of the sanitary practices in the future, these illnesses can continue to be reduced.
Just more care about hand washing and distancing and perhaps even masks when you're sick. I think this is going to change human behavior for a good long time ahead of us, and probably appropriately so.
Now, Fisher did tell us, too, that the mental health aspect on children that has happened over the course of the pandemic, of course, has to be weighed within this as well. There was a study done last month that surveyed 44 Children's Hospital and found that respiratory illnesses overall are down 65%. I'm Drew Andre, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.